This is on Wikipedia. Okay, July 1921 to July the 30th of July 1980 was a Botswana politician who served as the first president of Botswana, a post he held from 1966 to his death in 1980. That's a significant year. But like David, because it's that moment where it says those people who were destitute, those who were in debt, they all came to him. So people like guys who were like totally written off in society, they were just in the wilderness, they all came to David under his leadership. Like the guy was just rock solid. He was like on it. He's like a rhino. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? You're throwing all these things at him. Yeah. Literally. And I'm like, what is going on in your head? That's all coming from Brazil. We got the Apostle Paul. That's going to be amazing, Apostle Paul. But speaking about having a good time, guess what? Great things are happening in Brazil. In Brazil, we have the one and only Charlene Maduri. How we doing, Robust family? And look, welcome. I know you're going to enjoy the episode coming up, and we have a lot more stuff on this channel. But before we engage on the new show, can I ask you to do me a small favor? Just robustly smash that subscribe and like button. It helps us a lot, and it makes sure that you do not miss a robust breakfast show beat. All right, enjoy. All right, guys, it's gonna be a good day. This is your breakfast show. We're here with you, and you know what? The breakfast show. There we go. The breakfast show is international. That's right. We're here on Liberty Radio, and this platform is a global platform, and we want to thank you all, those of you from around the world, for joining us. And if you enjoy joining us this morning, if you can put up with my condition, more power to you. All right, guys, we're gonna go through this. I can't lead.
I just see Deborah on the side like because
I felt it. It was like that was strong.
Deborah's very sensitive, isn't it?
I think
Deborah's very sensitive stuff. We've got Deborah here, Miss Sunshine herself, here in the studios this morning from 7. Oh, there's that open camera there. All right, and we've also got Kathleen, our lady son, perched there in the cat cam. As we're gonna go into, we're gonna have a look at some of the material from the weekend, and it's getting really interesting. But before I do, I want to let you guys know about something very special, because on the breakfast show we have what we call the morning coffee question. Morning coffee. All right, the morning coffee question. All right, so basically it's just a fun question that we ask in the morning just to exercise the grey matter. I know sometimes we like to listen as well, but we like the interaction with all of you, and it's just a bit of fun to hear what our listeners have to say, because you all have your personalities, you all have your quirks, and we love hearing from you. All right, guys, so let's go with the morning coffee question for today. Take it away, Kat.
The morning coffee question for today is, there we go. If you could invite any celebrity or historical figure to join you for coffee, who would it be and what would you ask them? And it cannot be Jesus.
Thank you. That's a very good point. Oh no, you didn't put it in the text. Oh, because I sent it. Okay, let me put it in the WhatsApp line. It cannot be Jesus. It cannot be the Lord Jesus Christ. All right, we have to say it, because you know what I mean? I think
there's still going to be someone saying, there's no one else that I know. I still have to say Jesus. There's always that one person.
Yeah, there's always one, isn't it? Yeah. All right, so who would you choose, Debs?
If we are talking
in the mic, please.
Hello. Yes, so for me, if we can go back to biblical times, it would be Joseph.
It doesn't have to be biblical, it could be anybody in history.
No, because, definitely Joseph.
Not Hitler?
Definitely not, no.
Okay, because there's a mastermind that worked there. The guy got world war started.
Yeah,
if you want to do something big, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, okay, my spirit's telling me don't go down this road.
Yeah, that's it. I'd leave it alone. But yes, with Joseph, what I would do, I would love to ask him how he got through the trials and tribulations and injustices.
But we read it in the Bible.
No, but how he got through, how he, like from him personally, like if I was to have a conversation to get into the deep depths, because it talks about the injustices. I mean, yes, we know he wept, but we wanted to know, those inner feelings, like if he really wanted to just do things that maybe...
Gosh, your expressions changed.
No,
you really felt his pain when you was meditating on that chapter passage, isn't it?
They did him wrong.
They did him
but
wrong.
He was overcomer.
Yeah, I mean, think about it, right? Because you don't know the future when you're Joseph, and then you get flung into prison because of your brothers, right? You get dragged up and flung into prison. So
flung into prison because of Potiphar's wife and her lies.
Yeah,
and then being.
It's like bad luck. It's like bad luck.
That's
it.
And the dude did nothing, you know. He ran and he said, "No, I have no part of it," and he still got in trouble. That's the injustice.
Do you relate to his story? Like, what are you like? Because the passion coming from you is like.
Let's just say, you know, sometimes things happen in life, but we can understand the pain. So I'd like to understand more about how because there were lots of injustices.
That's right.
And if
one
he
after the other.
ever felt like giving up or you know, just like the inner feelings.
Kat, do you feel like she's hiding something? Like she's got something deep that's like some experience. Like
everybody has
only
a story.
You, Joseph. Only you, me and you. I feel your pain. Only me and you, Joseph.
Everybody has a story to tell.
Thank you for the message today. Thank you for talking to me. Amen. And then today you have a chance to.
Yeah, it would be good.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. Yeah. What about you, Kat? What'll be yours?
Since we're talking about biblical characters, right?
Okay, biblical. All right, let's go.
And I watched The Queen of Persia this year. I would like to go visit Esther, Queen Esther.
Really?
Because I want to see how it is like to live in those times.
Yeah. Okay, all right. So, you'd prefer to be with Queen Esther's side than any other person during that time period?
That's the first person that came to my mind.
Yeah.
Because I'm not really a big person for celebrities or historical figures.
Yeah.
So that's like the first person.
Yeah, I'm waiting for someone to say we need Oprah Winfrey.
Oh, come on now.
I didn't know. Because you know what? I mean, to be honest with you, because I was meditating on this question. Oh, by the way, good morning to you, Neil. You're absolutely awesome. Yeah. By the way, Mercy put a comment there, Debs.
It says, "Oh no, before you said Jesus, I literally said Jesus."
There's always one. There's always one, at least.
She's just saying what other people were thinking anyway.
Absolutely. Do you know who mine would be? There are many.
Donald Trump.
You know what? No, that's a good one. Listen, that's a good one.
So well.
That's a good. I wasn't gonna say that. Yeah. I would have overlooked that one. No, listen, like this character, what he's been through. Do you know what I mean? Like going through injustices and all that kind of stuff. But like the guy was just rock solid. He was like on it. He's like a rhino. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? You're throwing all these things at him. Literally, and I'm like, what is going on in your head? Like, do you know what I mean? Like. People tried to take his life, you know, but he's like, you know, he gets up and he's like, fight, you know what I mean? And it's like the picture.
Who would you want to do before I said Donald Trump?
You know what I was going to say?
Yeah.
You brought me back to where I was. I was going to say David.
Okay.
David, because obviously he had a lot that happened in his life. I did think of other figures. You know, obviously, forgot Donald Trump. I think it's too recent because it's historical as well, right? Yeah. But like David, because it's that moment where it says those people who were destitute, those who were in debt, you know, they all came to him. Mm-hmm. So people like guys who were like totally written off in society, they were just in the wilderness. They all came to David under his leadership. Okay. And I'm just thinking, seeing that situation, seeing all these people, and each person is like a problem. There's a multiplication. He had his own problems, right? The guy's on the run in the wilderness. Somebody wants to kill him, right? And then you've got all these people who have come together to him to look to him for leadership. And guess what? Those people became his like elite guard. He built them. God used him to build them up so much to change their life, to change their personal life, to change their mindset, to change their habits, their behaviors. And they became his 30 mighty men of David. And from then you had the 3. And do you know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, to have such an impact on a group of men coming from, I believe that's the work of the UCKG Help Center, right? You know, people come with problems, right? We all come through the doors with problems. And then you have a servant of God there, and you have the group and the leaders who God has helped, who were in that situation, now lifting somebody else up. Definitely. So I guess it happens, but I would just love to see, you know, how physically speaking in that kind of time, the process of what was going through David's mind and the process of working on them, you know, it would have been powerful, because that's at the end of the day, that's what we want to do, right? thankfully we have the Holy Spirit, and once the person has the Holy Spirit, then everything becomes open for the person. The person has everything, like Mr. Every shade of us that they need to break through. But I would love to hear that from David. That's my one. That was my one. And it's David at a certain point in his life. So not like the king and he's, oh, I look back, and no, it's that point there. I want to know.
Wouldn't you have been curious, just like David?
What I did after Beersheba and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's like what was you thinking of?
I know, but forget Beersheba. I want to know how he built a multitude of people to become his elite God.
Yeah.
Each one of them.
But you know what? He was mighty even from before, because remember, he was a shepherd. Yeah. And any bears or lions that tried to kill the sheep, he'll kill them with his bare hands.
Not with his bare hands. He was a boy, man. He'll use something.
Well, you know what I mean? He took care of business.
You got mixed up with Samson. You know what I'm saying? He weren't quite Samson physically.
No, but he basically,
I get you.
He defended his sheep.
Yeah.
No lion, no bear.
Yeah. We got one from Neo there.
Yeah, so Neo Priscilla
in Botswana.
Yeah, said tough questions from my side. I'm not a fan of celebrities, but definitely would have been the first president of Botswana.
Wow.
Back then, when Botswana was
Bushunland.
Yeah.
Sir
Kgama. I don't know. I didn't say that properly. Sorry. But yeah. So president of Botswana. Way back. Okay.
I wonder what Kgama. Seretse Kgama. Let me see. What?
It's
Seretse, yeah.
Takes a while to get your tongue around it if you're not used to it.
Seretse. You know it's going to be se.
Oh, she was asking if it's supposed to be biblical based. Not necessarily. It doesn't have to be.
That's just what we started.
Yeah, but those are the things that we thought of, Neo. So
Seretse Kgama, yeah. This is on Wikipedia. Okay, July 1921 to July the 30th of July 1980 was a Botswana politician who served as the first president of Botswana, a post he held from 1966 to his death in 1980. That's a significant year. Then he said, so he had born into an influential royal family of what was then the British Protectorate, or Bechuanaland. He was educated abroad in the neighboring country of South Africa and then the United Kingdom. While in Britain, he married an English woman named Ruth Williams, a decision opposed by the white minority government of South Africa, which led to a controversy resulting in the British government making him stay in England in exile so as not to sour UK-South African relations. So it looks like this guy was moving some, going against the status quo. After the end of his exile, Kgama led his country's independence movement and the transition from British rule into an independent nation. He founded the Botswana Democratic Party in 1962 and became prime minister in 1965. In 1960, Botswana gained independence and Kgama was elected as its first president. During his presidency, the country underwent rapid economic and social progress. Kgama said, wow, this is amazing. Wow, it's like whatever happens in life isn't the be all and end all. You're still writing your story. You know what I mean, and you can do great things. It's amazing. Thank you for that.
So Ethel says good morning.
Morning, Ethel.
And said good morning, Breakfast Show family members and our host, Mr. Robert. Thank you all for your wonderful show. Anonymous said, mine will be JJ Okocha. I would ask him how he was able to keep his calm in pitch and play football without being bothered.
Nice one.
All right. And Mercy from Cardiff says, well, if I can't pick Jesus, then I will pick Mary.
Oh, you're funny.
Who better than his mum?
Okay, that would be crazy.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? Because you had to look after the God of the universe in a human form when he couldn't clean his nose.
Yeah.
Like, how's that? Like, I mean, and also at the same time, the fear.
Yeah.
Can he like if I drop him, will he explode? Like, or what? It's like, oh, this is, like, oh gosh, yeah, that's an interesting one, Mercy.
Yeah.
That's an interesting one. I've got some comments here on the Breakfast Show WhatsApp line. Oh, it's kicking off now, actually. Nia Priscilla, I think she wants to add something here. She's on 11 seconds. Let's hear her. Oh, sorry, but yeah.
Mercy from Cardiff says,
oh, wait. Sorry, I've got my Breakfast Show. Okay, go.
Back then, when Botswana was called Botswana land. The name of the first president was Seretse Kgama.
I ain't going to try to repeat that. But I catch the spirit. Definitely. We got here Sherry Williams. Let's hear Sherry.
Oh my goodness. Okay, seriously. All right. I was going to say that, but not only that.
Cat knows, you know. All right. David says, I would invite Usain Bolt. I would ask him what motivates you. That's interesting. Well, but you know, there's a documentary.
Does Usain Bolt still run?
No, he's retired. Yeah, apparently he's put on a few pounds. Oh. Yeah, it's like that when you're not in the limelight, man. Yeah. It's like, oh man, I sacrificed all these years. Now I got endorsements. I'm good. Yeah, he put on a few pounds. Avril was saying, I was hoping no one wrote it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. It's Avril and Pastor. She's commenting. All right, then we got Chanel in South Africa. Let's hear you, sis.
Good morning, breakfast family. I hope you are having a good Monday. So when this question was brought to my attention, the first person that came to my mind was Celine Dion. But I thought, not Celine Dion, because I know that she's one of my favorite singers, and if I met up with her, I would get too casual with her, and she would do all the talking. But if I was to choose somebody where I would ask a lot of questions, it would be Queen Elizabeth. The reason why I would choose Queen Elizabeth is because she is one of the first and will be the last woman to rule England. So I would ask her questions like, when she went through conflict, how did she deal with it? And when it affected her emotionally, what did she do to overcome it? And because she made a vow with God before becoming a queen, I would ask her, what did she do to maintain her relationship with God? And I feel like she would be able to educate me, because being a queen means leading a kingdom. So I know that whatever she will pass on to me, it will help me to be a great leader in my career, in my job, or whatever responsibilities I have in my hands. I know that somehow she would add to me. So yeah, there'll be a lot of questions that I would ask her. And that's it. I was about to say King Charles, but I've already met him. So that's why I would say Queen Elizabeth. Jazz. All right, guys, have a good day. Take care. Bye.
Morning, Lady Jazz. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, she got Prince Charles on speed dial. It's Lady Jazz, man. That's how we roll. All right, we got Anna Tavira saying, hi, everyone. I will go straight to Eve, Adam's wife, because we need to drink cold coffee because our conversation would be hotter. I can understand that. It's like, it'd be a thing of, hey, Eve, you're right. I heard you're immortal. What? They think I became a teenager and I just have pain in and cramps because of you. And I brought 3 children into the world. Don't get up. Oh, she's back. I can't end her. Okay. What's going on there?
Okay. You've calmed down now, have you?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So Ethel says that Jesus Christ's mother. So she kept her cool with all the trouble stuff going on around her and her family. So that's true. Ethel would choose the mother.
Because she's a human being at the end of the day, and she's a female, and females can have different temperaments. Yeah.
But men can have different temperaments as well, can't they?
Can't they?
Yes. But yeah, so you know what? The thing is, people do focus on. Is everything all right?
Yeah.
People do focus on the mother of Jesus, and I think some denominations they focus maybe too much on the mother. But Jesus is the focus. But we're not supposed to be focusing really on Jesus. But you chose Jesus as mother.
Historical character. Yeah. Because she's in history. Yeah. Right. So that's a lot to do. That's interesting. And Sharina says a message.
So Sharina Hyman says, well, I would invite Jennifer Lopez because she is a woman with ambition and is a head woman. She's a head woman. She played in so many movies like Never Again, being a single mom, married to an abusive husband and cheating. So obviously Sharina would like to probably get into
I think Jennifer Lopez lost a lot of credibility recently. She lost a lot of credibility.
She's rather, she's over interesting. You know, when you get interesting, but she's like overly.
Yeah, but I think what it is, especially recently, especially because of what's happening in the States, you kind of see that. She's an actress, not just on camera, and not people don't rate her that much as an actress. But like even in terms of getting involved in other side of things like politics, that she's acting there as well, literally, because I paid very close attention to that, and I think she lost a lot of credibility. However, her journey would be an interesting one. Yeah, definitely. All right, guys, let's keep it moving. This is your breakfast show. All right, we're having a good time here this morning together as we're going through the day. But we're gonna play. We're gonna see what's happening with the one and only Charlene Maduri over there in Brasilia. Yeah, we still got a lot of material. We had a bit of a late start this morning. We had some technical difficulties, all right, but we survived in the hood and stayed alive. We still got quite a bit. Oh gosh, we've got so much good material to share with you. Yeah. All right, guys, we've got a lot of material to share with you, and I hope we can fit it all in. All right, but let's go into this. Let's go for a timeout. When we come back, just get a bit of a breather, because that morning coffee question was a really good one. It was good to hear the insights of our listeners this morning. I think we will learn a bit about our thoughts as well, whether it's in the in the biblical spectrum, political spectrum, entertainment spectrum as well. It was really nice. It was really nice.
It's an eye opener, and it's a good conversation starter.
Absolutely, Debs.
Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying the show. Just thought I'd interrupt. If you haven't done already, smash the robust like and subscribe button. Why not? Why not? You like us, I like you. Why not?
Let's do it together. It's happening. You see those laughing moments, they always just come up every now and again.
No. I just read a message from Chanel. She said, "Why do I have a feeling that Eve will not make herself known in heaven?" She said, if I met her, I would go easy for her and probably be protected of her. I think she suffered enough.
That's true.
That's a lot of guilt. That's a lot of guilt, man.
No, we already struggle with our things.
Yeah, and that's our lifetime.
Our generation.
Yeah.
Imagine her.
Yeah.
Being the very first woman experiencing that. The very first woman experienced pregnancy.
Yeah. No, but check this out.
People die from pregnancy now.
Because of her.
The fear.
But check this out, right? Eve, right? You started now. Check this out, because of Chanel. Check this out. Imagine this, right? You know, like we just said, people have guilt because of the things that they did. And they're like, oh man, God forgive me. But you got the first woman, Adam's already like, right? Like, I lost paradise because of you.
Yeah.
And then so she's there in her corner watching we got 7 billion people on the planet. Do you know what I mean? It's like your one decision. Okay, Adam has his part to play.
Yeah,
like,
that's it, because he's the head.
Yes,
he should never have listened.
Yes, Deborah.
He should not have listened to that woman.
He should have put more emphasis on her, saying that if you eat this apple or fruit, you will die.
Exactly.
Yeah, he should have done that.
He just said, "Oh no, we're not allowed to eat the apple."
Okay.
And then there's that.
Okay, but you
he
guys
was supposed to be the leader, and he let down.
Okay. I know it's not just on Eve, but Chanel just made a point. All right, Chanel made a point. That's all. That's all. All right. She made a point, and she put the spotlight on Eve. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking about Eve. We imagine the things that we guilt trip ourselves over, right? And the evil uses. Imagine her just watching what's happening on planet Earth. Yeah. Because she started it.
Yeah.
She's like, man, listen to her, like, oh, poor cat. She's becoming a teenager. Oh, Deb's to become. Oh, yeah. He's like, then there's war and all this kind of stuff and everything, and then there's a Holocaust, and then these people get raised up and destroying nations, and then people's trying to build a tower to reach heaven, and then you got me, and then there's atomic bomb Hiroshima, all this kind of stuff, and she just like. It's like I think this is I experienced some of the cramps. But like a couple of years
but you know back then they used to live like up to 1,000 years.
That's right.
So she had like 1,000 years worth of cramps of pregnancy.
Yeah, she was the first one. You feel that, Debs? I feel that, Debs.
We're all right up until like 50 years old or something.
That's it. Yeah. We got it. Well,
actually, you know what? Maybe she wouldn't have experienced it so badly, because what happened is, as well as we had longevity, right, and we had like, because they were still coming away from that perfect.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then also things started to go a bit mad, because they weren't born as babies. They were born.
As
adults grown up, right? So they were born with age. So anyway, we'll find out when we get up there. That's something you can interview her about. And Chanel can interview her about Lady Jazz.
Like, where is she?
Where's she at? All the women like, you go take her down, right?
It's like, you take that corner.
It's like, Angel, hey, Gabriel, what she look like? Gabriel like, nah, I ain't get involved. Bro. It's like, Michael, where you at? Why you at? Look, guys, you don't want to do this. You don't want to do this, but you've been through a lot already before you got here. Can you imagine? All right, it's good times, good times. All right, so what's it? Neil says many people are still blaming Eve till this day. Now we're gonna go into the next part, Debs. Yeah, I really like. We're gonna go. Oh, we got some comments in the live chat. You wanna?
It's just Neo Priscilla's there saying kicking off until 9. So
yes.
She's just raring to go.
So many people.
And saying many people are still blaming Eve till this day. Never mind.
It's funny. We was discussing this actually while the music was playing. I think this is like another. It's another breakfast show. We're gonna have to talk about this. The situation with Eve. We was like, Deb was like defending Eve and saying, "Look, Adam, you know." Well, anyway, let's not go into it now because we're running out of time. They all have their part to play. But we were saying, I was just saying, like, we were saying how, for example, like, say the devil, right? He must have seen how the impact that Eve had on Adam, right? Yeah. So he's like, okay, if I speak to him directly, he's gonna beat me up, right? He said, "Don't touch the tree. Don't touch the tree. You do the snake. Go in the quiet corner." You know what I mean? But it's like, so then I was like, all right. So he obviously disarms himself. It looks like he's so enchanted by this woman that we might have a way here. Yeah. And so because he's a strategist, right?
Yeah, of course.
So he goes around.
He's
patient. Had that conversation. Eve answers back, whereas Adam probably would have do you know what I mean? Quiet corner. Right? And then
imagine just picking up the snake with legs out.
So Adam, testosterone, right? Testosterone. The purest testosterone at the time, right? That's literally. So yeah, and then Kat said something here, like, you know what? It would have happened anyway. Because they would have had children, and Cain would have. Cain would have let down the whole species. Cain would have let down the whole species. And then we'll say
either Cain or like a baby. The fruit fell on the floor, and the snake is like, here's the fruit for you to eat.
Somebody. But then we're saying how, for example, that if Adam and Eve didn't fall, then there's a good chance that Cain wouldn't had that overly wicked side. But time, unfortunately, with the kingdom of God is a long journey. It would have happened eventually, and so God knew that he was going to be up, to do this thing, to do something perfect, so that it can really be perfect for everybody. So it's an interesting discussion. I think we should. It'd be good to have this on like a Instagram or something, like a nice conversation, just chilling.
It's a whole show in itself.
Yeah, absolutely. It's nice. But it's great that we had this morning coffee question. It's good. But speaking about having a good time, guess what? Great things are happening in Brazil. In Brazil, we have the one and only Charlie Maduri giving us a report on what's happening in Brasileira. And after that, I'm going to show you Bishop Renato as you've never seen him before. Yep, moving like David did. You're going to love this. But let's have a look to see what our expat in Brazil, Charlie Maduri, is saying first. Take it away, Charlie.
Woo. Bom dia, Robert's cat. One of the breakfast show listeners. Hi there, Charlie. Expat living in Brazil.
We love you, Charlie.
And today I wanted to go over just a few things about what's been happening just lately. So first of all, yesterday was Saturday the 23rd of November. And the Love School here in Brazil celebrated 13 years.
Wow.
We've had 13 years of the Love School.
Really?
So if you don't already
13,
know, every Saturday here in Brazil at 12 o'clock, Mrs. Cristiani and Bishop Renato are on a program called the Love School. and they are talking about love lives, relationships, how to conduct a better relationship, and they have lots of guests on the show as well. So do tune in, because it is available on YouTube and on Facebook if you miss it when it's live, but it is transmitted live as well. So they celebrated 13 years, so that means we've had love therapy and all of these ideas for 13 years, which is amazing.
Love therapy goes beyond.
Including the launch of the book Bulletproof Marriage, which was in 2012, I believe. So we are saying a huge congratulations to the Love School for their 13 years of their enduring and wonderful help that's helped all singles, couples, and all people across the world with their wonderful revelations about what it means to have a true relationship. So we do say congratulations to the Love School for the 13 years.
Awesome.
And as a reminder, last week I spoke to you about the documentary Jerusalem, which has just been released on Univer Video. So on Friday the 22nd of November, Univer Video launched a brand new documentary with a 3-part series so far on Univer. So do tune into Univer Video. And then there's some more upcoming episodes coming this Friday, which I believe is the 29th of November. So do tune in. Now I've started watching it myself. I've watched the first 3 episodes and I absolutely love this documentary. It basically details the history of Israel and talks about how this country, and particularly Jerusalem, which is a city of faith and fury, has been in conflict. It's been in 6 conflicts over 3,000 years. So the documentary takes you back to the roots of where it all began. So if you, for example, don't fully understand what is happening in Israel and all the conflicts that happen there currently, tune into this program, because it will teach you exactly what is happening and how it all started. I've learned so much from the program. I actually had to watch it twice because there was just so much information.
Yeah, she knows Portuguese
and I really
very well.
wanted to understand exactly what was happening. And so in the first episode, they go all the way back to the beginning, and when the 12 tribes inherited the land of Israel and what happened thereafter. So we start with King David and King Saul, or King Saul and then King David, and then in the second episode they move on further in time, and then they talk about Cleopatra, for example, and Herod the Great, and Octavian, and all of these people who have played a part in the history of Israel, and particularly in Jerusalem. So it seems like each episode we are moving along in time, detailing exactly how we got to where we are today.
Wow.
So do tune into this documentary. I think it's fantastically explained. It's available in English and Portuguese.
Hey!
You can watch. And yes, I'm sure you will be very, very intrigued.
This is great. Sorry.
And then just one last thing before I go. In the works at the moment, Mrs. Christiani has been working very, very hard on the next super production. So you may already know that Record TV released many
It's Christiani. Wow, she's into production, film production now.
The latest one.
She's been doing
Genesis
Persia,
and
Nehemiah,
the Promised Land and the Ten Commandments. So there is another one coming up in 2025, which is going to be about the Apostle Paul, titled The Apostle Paul.
That's gonna be good.
It's all about this man of God in the Bible. So do tune in, because I think it will be a spectacular series to watch. So in 2025. Okay, so that's it from me for this week. Until next time, ciao ciao.
Wow. That's powerful. Anyway, Charlene, ciao. That was awesome, guys. Yeah, and if you want to know about Charlene, just message us on the Breakfast Show WhatsApp line. Yeah, you're going to go through the levels of scrutiny before there's a communication. But there she is. Lovely. Always good and faithful sending us those reports. So we had the Apostle Paul.
How old is she? Are we allowed to say?
No,
on radio?
let's say she's a 80s child. Okay. She's in the 80s, yeah. So she's very young, yeah. She's very young, yeah. She's still young. No, I'm saying like probably most like late like 80s, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, kind of like that kind of thing. Yeah, all right, whatever. Okay, guys. So anyway, yeah. So there's a number. Anyway, many if you want to inquire, there'll be layers of conversation.
There'll be lots of X-rays.
And lots of X-rays, yeah. We have to keep after those look after those rubies, you know. So we have the Impossible coming up. I mean, it's amazing. Miss Christiani evolving into film production.
Yeah.
Right. This is wonderful.
The whole King series has been like.
Wow.
Yeah.
And imagine, and then Bishop spoke about 13 years of the love talk. No. Love school, right? Yeah. And imagine, like Bishop James, even one Thursday, he said, like, you know, there are certain behaviors and thoughts that we had before Bulletproof Marriage got released. And Bishop James is saying how the problems they had in their marriage is what produced Bulletproof Marriage. And because of that, that's blessed many people's love lives, you know, helped the people to kind of get things in order and helped Miss Christiani to develop. So imagine this, the Love School has brought so much fruit even into film production because Miss Christiani developed that confidence, you know what I mean? From speaking to film production now. So it's just amazing how the things work. So the Love School isn't just the birth of the actual Love School we're celebrating. We're talking about the birth of, you know, Bishop Renato, Miss Christiani's confidence, those in the work of God, developing good relationships to know, you know, Bishop always reminds us that sin is missing the target. That's what sin is, right? And so, you know, with this information that we've got, we know, okay, we're veering off the target. We need to do better. So so this 13 years of the Love School has borne so much fruit, you know, in the maturity of the work of the Help Center and in the lives of people.
It's fascinating to see her journey because I know that she used to write a lot of books, just like Bishop Renato. But you could see, as like what you even said, like when she was producing, I was like, yeah, so she's really, you know, she's
talk about coming out your comfort zone.
In depth, she's going in depth.
Have you noticed the difference between the 10 Commandments and then the TV shows after? Is because she started to like write them. I think that's what she does. I think she
that
writes
is
them.
amazing.
That's amazing. So that's all coming from Brazil. We got the Apostle Paul. That's going to be amazing, Apostle Paul. You know how I've gone into Acts and I've like...
Yeah, there was so much details, aren't there?
Queen of Persia was perfectly done, you know?
Yeah, perfectly.
For those that, I don't know, they like a mix of everything.
Yeah.
Like romance and I don't know, all the genres.
Yes, it's all in there.
It's all in there.
And she spoke about the documentary as well. I'm a documentary buff. I remember when I went to Israel, we went on a Bible tour, right, in this place, and we had one of the original Christian descendants, you know, he was taking us on the tour. So the first church descendants, one of the descendants of the first church people.
Really?
Yeah. So and obviously, I'll tell you, when we went there.
That. They still track that.
Yeah, it's Israel, man. It's Jews, right? So like, I know some of them got their bloodline killed, right? Because you know, but he's one of the ones. And you know what's interesting, when I went to Israel and we was going on this Bible tour, you can see that the whole Universal family, we were all like
what, suspicious?
We're like, okay, let's see what he's bringing.
What's real and what's not real.
Yeah, you know, like, let's see if he's who he is, right? Yeah. So you could sense that in the air, and he was speaking. We're like, okay. And you can see people cross-referencing his words to discern him, his spirit. Because just because you're a descendant of it don't matter, you know what I mean? We don't know who you are. But then he started to go through it and speak about sacrifice and all these kind of things. We're like, okay. He's a friend. he's a friend. Amen. Yeah, it was like, yes, you know. And what it is that one of the things he said is that when Israel was taken out of the land, obviously not everybody, but the place was hard. You couldn't inhabit it. There was a lot of things that were happening to the land while they were gone. And that's why people couldn't just come in and take over. So that really stood out for me. I'm like, that, because that period when they were, you know, driven out of the land and they were in Babylon and that lot, and even afterwards, I always thought, and he mentioned that, and that was always stuck with me. And I even went back to kind of research into it, you know, but I didn't really pursue it that deeply. So I'm quite curious to see this documentary, to see where it will, like, you know, cross the dots and the T's and the I's, right? Is that what you said? And
cross the dots and the T's. Dot the I's and cross the T's.
I think it's
cross the T's and dot the I's.
We got a comment there Thank you.
So moving on swiftly. And Chanel saying, "Oh my word, the Apostle Paul, the Time Life version was epic.
All right.
Just imagine how epic the Universe version will be."
Okay, all right. I know that. Yeah. The Time Life version was pretty good. The Time Life version of Solomon was really good, and my favorite, your guy Joseph.
Oh.
Joseph, even though I still
he's
got
the
it.
guy, you know.
I've still got that feel. No, it's the way Time Life did it. They did a good job.
Okay.
It's like, even though it's in 4:3, so it's not high definition or anything like that, you still watch it and be like, wow, for its time. So anyway, so let's keep it going, guys. It's at 9:00, but I did promise you that we'll show you Bishop Renato as you have never seen him before, dancing like David did. Okay. All right. I didn't get much dialogue into the background of why this was taking place.
You don't know. You don't know. So basically, they opened a FJU center across the street from the Temple of Solomon, and that was in the music room. So they have like rooms for each projects of the FJU. So they have the media room, the band room, the dance room, the sports room. They have like a game room.
Wow.
So there's more videos online.
Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. So it just caught my attention. I just said, let's have a look at Bishop Renato in action. Take it away. Actually, I think we can shorten it a bit to make it a bit wider from the top and the bottom, maybe, or from the top, because it's like from the top. Yeah. All right. So this is gonna be Bishop Renato. He's always busy, always serving the Lord, and this is the spirit that we're in. We don't stop. We keep going. And it's good. It's good to see. Yeah, and we're just having a good time dancing like David did. I think you're gonna enjoy this. Check this out. Wow. Oh, there we go. Wow. The thing about servants of God, you don't know what talents they have.
But I didn't know you
see the drums, okay. Go, Bishop. Go on, Bishop. Release it. Hey, come on now. Yes. It's just like, let's go. I got service in a couple of hours, but let's get this done. Let's do this. This is nice. This is good. And I can imagine how busy the bishop's schedules are, right? Yeah. Super busy, but... Wow!
Okay, Bishop.
Hey, is there nothing these men of God cannot do? Is there nothing they cannot do? Oh my gosh, that's Bishop there. And just one last one, Guinea-Bissau. Guinea-Bissau. When you go out to evangelize, do a lot of outreach work, you know what, you're in the community and the joy of the Lord is in you. This is how you vibe with everybody. Check this out. Hey, that's it. Let's go. This is it. The joy. That's it. Come on. That's it. That's Guinea-Bissau, Pastor Juleson. And basically, what a wonderful people. Thank you, my Father, for having the privilege to be here with them. And literally, they're just having a good time in the communities. The joy of the Lord. Look at that. This is it. Wonderful. After a word of faith, this is spirit receiving prayers. People been blessed, been healed, been transformed. Rejoicing. I love it. And on that note, we had so much to share with you today, but fortunately we've run out of time. But we've got, I just want to say thank you guys for being with us, and it's been great today, yeah?
Okay, yeah, Debs? It has lots to discuss and lots of wonderful things showing the Universal family. Yeah, it's been a great day.
Yeah. Thank you for being with us today, Debs.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Yeah, we've got a comment there from Chanel.
Oh yes, it says apparently Bishop Wellington, his brother, is really good at instruments. I played a song at a night visual many years ago. Okay.
Wow. Do you know when we started Liberty Radio, Bishop Wellington was one of the ones in charge. Yeah, when I was dating, he was giving me some hard advice. Yeah, he was like, when I was dating Nicola. Yeah. Seriously, it's good times. You get you have a lot of people looking after you. I say in the Universal family that are looking after your soul.
Yeah.
You know, and it's good. It's such a blessing. All right, guys, thank you for that, Chanel. You just brought a memory back out of the vault. Because we always keep going forward. We can forget things. But you, all of you,
bring it back. Yeah.
Bring back the good things, the good lessons, and we keep going forward. We remain.
Yeah.
Debs, you're awesome.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much, boss.
God bless you. And also we have the one only Kathleen, Lady of Sound. Thank you, Kathleen. You've been awesome today. You survived today. You put the ashes on your head and you wore black, but you brought a lot of joy and gladness. And I want to thank you, dear listeners, for being with us today and putting up with mine. Condition. All right, guys. And if you can bear this, for sure, you can bear a lot more that you may go through in this day. And I hope you're ready to go out there and make the difference. All right, guys, this is your breakfast show. Have a nice day. And until 12 o'clock midday, breakfast show raising hour. Ciao. Ow! For now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I can see myself on my phone. I'm right here. Are you there? Yes, you are.
Okay, guys, I really hope you enjoyed that show and you actually captured that breakfast show vim. We laugh, we joke, we learn, and we equip ourselves for day-to-day life. If you want to see more, guess what? We're actually live with a live chat and a live video feed Monday to Fridays on libertyradio.co.uk from 8 a.m. in the morning. So don't miss a breakfast show beat. Like and subscribe if you haven't, and definitely connect online. And I'd like to see you there on the show. Type your name in, communicate on the morning. If you didn't already, we're also on Instagram. Check us out on Official Liberty Radio on Instagram. There's so much happening on that platform. Definitely go check it out. And I'd love to see you there. All right, have a good one.